Good morning, welcome back to the channel, and we are on our way to Stanthorpe.
Stanthorpe Wineries.
Oh yes, to have a bit of wine tasting, of course, just for research purposes, you know. And if ever you do the Stanthorpe Drive from Brisbane, there's a great place to stop at, isn't there?
You have to stop at Aratula Bakery. It's the law. It's halfway. Grab a coffee, have a sausage roll.
Some kind of patisserie, croissant, cake,
Quite possibly.
sausage rolls,
Definitely.
pies.
Definitely.
Right, we're going to check it out, I think. I think you've tempted me. Right, let's walk around the corner. So this is a must, this bakery. Loads of people stop here, do they?
It's just a kind of thing. It's just... If you're going to Stanthorpe, you stop at the bakery.
And it gives you a nice rest stop as well, because it's quite a drive.
Yeah.
It's what, 2.5 hours longer, in fact, from Brisbane?
Yeah.
Ish. Some of the delicious products that they do. Freshly made. You can get your ice cream here as well. It's almost sold out, some of those. Fresh sandwiches. And I've got to say, the pies here are amazing. See how full that is? And this is a cheese bacon. What was it? A cheese bacon? A what?
A cheese, bacon and a steak.
Steak, cheese and bacon. Absolutely lush. Well, you've got to come here if you're on your way to Stanthorpe from Brisbane. And we've now arrived in Stanthorpe, and this is the first look at our digs. We got this off Airbnb. Beautiful garden. It's a gorgeous day as well. So it took roughly about 2.5 hours to get here. Paul's just trying to get in. We are in the right place, right?
Yeah.
Ah. And here we are. A first look at our home for a couple of days. It's like a cottagey kitchen room, isn't it? Ah, lovely lounge. One of the bedrooms. Wardrobe space. Another little snug. Another one of the bedrooms. And another bedroom. This is a big place. Got a conservatory there. Working fireplaces as well, which is great. It does get cold here at night. Apparently tonight's going to be 6 degrees, but it's about 22 degrees outside at the moment. This Airbnb is something else, absolutely amazing. They've thought of everything. They've left us logs for the fire, they've left us coffee and tea and wine, crisps, and the rooms are absolutely outstanding. And you see the wood and everything they've given us just to stoke the fire pit. We're going to go off now to some of the wineries, I think. And then we'll come back here later and drink wine in beautiful surroundings. And there we go, that's the cellar door, Ridgemill Estate. We shall check out the wines very shortly. We're joined by some friends though over here. Oh, this is fantastic. Couldn't have picked a better day as well for checking out some wineries. And look, they're coming over to see us. Come to see me.
So they think we've got food.
See now, if we haven't got food, you're not going to be upset, are you? Are you just going to walk away in a huff? Hello. Hello. Oh, bless you.
Bless you. You've got his cold.
Yes. Oh, you see, you are just going to walk away. Oh, hello. Now you're friendly, aren't you? Are you friendly? Hello. No, he's like...
Really?
He's telling the other one, they've got nothing.
Yeah. They didn't come with food.
These guys are bogus. They're very needy. It's not all about food, you know. We could make friends. No? Okay. Right, it's time for some wine then. So is this their mascot on the front?
I guess so.
I'm quite glad this thing's not alive. It'd be rather terrifying. Hug me, don't climb on me. Yes, that's quite
It's anatomically correct.
that's quite something. Hello.
What a beautiful day.
How can I help you?
I would like to do a tasting, please.
Beautiful.
Have you been here before?
Our first
I have
tasting.
several times, he hasn't.
Welcome. Traditional, so it's bottle fermented. It's a brut, and Ellie is one of the owner's granddaughters, and she is a sparkly, bubbly girl, so that works well for us. And we've been doing this label since about 2011, I think. Sometimes it was Chardonnay Pinot Noir, and other times Blanc de Blanc.
Let's see.
Beautiful.
Quite nice.
So citrusy, isn't it? Mm.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah.
It's very popular. You know?
There's very few wines I don't like.
It's not overly brutish.
On to the next winery.
Just staring at us, that's so funny.
I know.
Has the middle one got a Joey? No, the one on the right's got a Joey, I think.
Can the one on the left start jumping, please? Please stand up. It did as well. So we're up for some more wine tasting. Symphony wines.
And their Tempranillo is amazing.
This is our bottling and labelling machine. We've had it for about 25 years now. It's from Italy, and we put the empty bottles on this side here, and they head on through. It's 1,200 bottles per hour. They put the screw caps on and come out the other side there. So the wine comes through the back wall from our setup, and it's able to come out, and it can even keep going in through to the labeler, which just pops the labels on, and you're all set. Of course, we're making wines, we're bottling wines, we're growing grapes, we're also working with growers, we're labelling for other people, we'll bottle for other people, we're making wines for other people, so it gets a lot of work done. Even though we're only a boutique industry, a boutique business, we really do need it, so yeah.
Fantastic.
And the actual winemaking's through this way. Here's obviously we've got room for whining and dining, but when we're not having fun, this is the actual winemaking that takes place in some really special ways. The oldest form of winemaking with terracotta clay, which we've got connected up to our cooling system. We put our best grapes in there, as well as the concrete there too. So that is, well, in some ways it's still quite traditional, but it looks like a spaceship there.
It does, yeah.
It's very modernised in its shape and up the top as well, of course. And yeah, it's a totally different texture. It breathes like wood, just like the clay.
And what temperatures do you keep everything to?
Yeah, it's roughly around 16 degrees, basically. That's where we try and keep it the whole way through. That's naturally where it's really happy and tends to want to be. So in summer we'll be connecting it up to the cooling system, which we've only just hooked up there again. Ancient days they used to bury them underground and dig them up again. You'd cross your fingers and hope it worked. Yeah, so we've got modern technology to help us out there.
And the whole thing, it could be scaled up, couldn't it? You could,
Absolutely.
You could become a big commercial enterprise.
we could, yeah.
But you're currently very boutique, aren't you? I mean, you've done Qantas.
So. Yeah.
Qantas Business Class, you've provided wines for them.
Yes, yeah. I mean, the passion really is making great wine. So right now, so with that always being the focus, if we were to scale up, we'd need to be doing it in the right way so that we could still be making wines just as good and better without having to, you can get into a different business model. So for us, boutique is certainly working for now, and yeah, this is the new thing we're really excited about, is the terracotta. So these are fermentation tanks, stainless steel. You'll see them, they're a lot more common than the terracotta, or they're more like oak, and they're far more universal. You put the grapes in basically, and you add the yeast. They convert your sugar to alcohol, and you get your wine. So they're temperature and pressure controlled as well. And if you're making a fruity white wine, you can actually do the whole thing inside one of those. If you are going into oak, you can either do an oak fermentation, or you start in there and then you bring it into the wood, where you can let the maturation happen. That's what takes months and months and months. Which I'm happy to show you. Would you like to see the barrel room as well?
Love to, yeah. This is awesome.
That one too.
See, we've tasted a lot of these wines, so it's nice to see where they all come from. And yeah, amazing.
Fabulous. So you can see, we're talking about scaling up. If we've got a lot of grapes, or it's been a really wet year, or a big vineyard we're working with, and we can pop into one of those, but you can also do much smaller batches there as well.
Awesome.
Come on in.
Ah, this is where everything's matured.
So a lot of these are other wineries' wines?
Oh yeah, it depends what we've got going around. Oh no, good, we've got some on display. So Big Fella Wines, for instance, we've got a rosé coming up for them, which is fabulous. Savina Lane over there, we've got their Montepulciano, we just tasted one before, and then Graciano. They've got the most beautiful cellar door.
kookaburras.
Yeah. See what I mean? They sound like monkeys?
Yeah.
I think it's monkeys.
Yeah. So this is Granite Belt Gourmet.
We'll be expected that.
Yes. And you can try truffles here. Truffle Discovery Centre. Fresh truffles. Tobin Wines.
Hello.
Oh wow,
That's a lot of wine.
that is a lot of wine.
For a small vineyard like us, it is. This year was our largest crush, and we are 25 acres under vine. Symphony Hill, for example, is about 18 or 19, but they do buy a lot of fruit where we use all of ours. So this year we produced 35 tonne, which equates to about 22,000 bottles in total.
So are you back to using all just your own grapes again?
Yeah.
Because I think last time I was here was not long after COVID and you had to buy
some,
other grapes.
yeah. There's one wine on the list out there which is called Gully Shiraz.
Yeah.
In 2023 we lost 30% of stock in half an hour, in 10 minutes thanks to a hailstorm. That vineyard, which is close to Stanthorpe, was untouched. So we paid for the fruit, we picked it, pulled it back, but we're very honest in telling you that is not.
So you lost that crop to hail, and then how did you go into fires?
That was 2020, 100% loss.
Oof.
Now, we also had a drought that led up. So when you have a drought, you have smaller production levels because the fruit is smaller, doesn't have as much juice.
Yeah.
So we knew we were going to have a reduced year, but once that smoke and the hail came through for that year as well, that was season over. Of course, that smoke character can translate into ashtray characters developing within your bottle. If you can get 8 or 9 uses out of them, that's pretty much the job done.
Yeah.
Because you use oak and clay because they are porous by nature, but after a period of time they do become clogged, for lack of a better word.
And you do liqueur as well then?
Now, when we do make our liqueur, and muscat is similar to your port, your sherry, we want the barrels to become a vessel. So these 2 barrels were first used in 2012, and we made that Shiraz in there. This is an example. In 2019, we put the muscat in there. We won't remove that until 2029.
Wow.
We want that in there for 10 years. But unfortunately, as goes with your fortified production levels, all your good whiskies, good bourbons, the angel's share occurs. And the angel's share is evaporation. So you lose anywhere between a third of the barrel or half a barrel during that 10-year lifespan. Which is why your premium whiskies, for example, are as high as they. All your premium fortifieds do go up in value because you lose volume along the way.
I knew that.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that may be the last time we make it because the last few years have been very wet, not conducive to keeping that on the, because you need those grapes to turn into sultanas. So it could be the last one we ever make, but anyway, it's 5 years away.
Well, we're at Jester Wines and I'm about to try one of their wines which is called Roland the Farter. I kid you not. It's 100% Shiraz, light fruity red, bright palate of red cherries and raspberries, alongside a subtle sweetness. Can be served chilled, we're having it at room temperature, and it's ideal as a lunchtime and summer wine. So I'm hoping it tastes okay, but it's called Roland the Farter at Jester Wines. And in fact, I can show you who Roland is. That is Roland. Isn't that great?
The other thing about Roland is I've written a poem about him.
Oh, brilliant.
Go on.
Yeah. Awesome.
Roland Farter was a 12th century professional flatulist. He was a court jester to Henry II, and he had to perform one whistle, one jump, one fart simultaneously with music. That was his only job. So I wrote a poem about him. Roland the Farter eats a lot of beans. Roland the Farter, flatulist supreme. Roland the Farter, he can clear the room. Roland the Farter, the stench will make you swoon. Roland the Farter, none can stand the smell. Roland the Farter, whole armies, they fell. Roland the Farter, we depend on you. Roland the Farter, not to follow through.
Hey! There you go, Roland the Farter.
On a weekend,
Awesome.
we were at the Toowoomba Carnival of Flowers, and I did a wine tasting masterclass up there over the 3 days, and I performed that. And I don't know how we do that with the wine club. I suppose it is something.
To be honest, any wine that you have can't go wrong. Delicious. What do you think, Paul?
Delicious.
We can send them their own things.
Did you put petrol on it or something?
That is only 3 firelighters. Isn't that amazing?
And a small lump of uranium?
What do you think, Paul, of the fire?
What fire?